Hello, welcome to this episode, brought to you in association with Best Western Hotels. Remember, if it's not a Western, it's not the best. So, I'm in Seattle, Washington. Some of you may remember it as the home of Frasier. Others of you may remember that Megatron once tried to turn it into a replica of Cybertron in the episode The Key to Vector Sigma, Part 2. Looking around Seattle, which I've had to do at night due to the train arriving late, it's a beautiful place. It's clean, very clean. A lot of you might remember my big issue with Rome was the fact the place was filthy. Basically need to knock it down and start again, but very few Italians were willing to listen to me on that one. But this one, they got a monorail. I mean, obviously the first thing you think when you hear monorail is that episode of The Simpsons. But they got a monorail, they got the Space Needle, it looks brilliant. And I imagine it's a fantastic place to spend maybe a few days. What I had to do, I arrived late. Originally I was going to go up the Space Needle, then collect the rental car. As it is, I had to go and get the rental car. And let me tell you, there's nothing like trying to learn how to drive on the wrong side of the road with a steering wheel on the wrong side of the car during rush hour in a town like Seattle. But I'm going to say everybody's been very pleasant. There's the taxi driver who took me to the car rental place. He was pleasant. The guy who rented me the car, he gave me maps to try and get me the hell out of this place. There's a receptionist on the counter. He was very pleasant, helped me along. And even the guy who I annoyed in the car park, parking the car, he was alright with me. So I'd imagine if you wanted to have the American experience without getting bombarded, this might be an ideal place for you to start. It's over on the northwest of the country, so probably a bit of a flight. But I'd probably recommend it based on the 2 hours I've had in the town. Certainly don't hold me to that if it turns out you have a crap time. As it is, as much as these woods are lovely, I really can't get dragged into them because tomorrow there's a place I'm going. I've waited 20 long years to go to this particular place. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's hope it lives up to its expectations. I can only be talking really about one town. Twin Peaks. As you can see, a rather snowy Twin Peaks. It's actually the town of North Bend in Washington. Behind me is the Double R Diner, or Tweeds as it's known in real life. I can't really explain how much of an influence Twin Peaks has been on me over the course of my life. I think because it arrived during the time that I was becoming a teenager. For me, Dale Cooper was and still is the man. And so to be here, even on a day like this, is a bit of an honour for me. It's actually the 23rd of February today, which, as all you Twin Peaks aficionados will know, is the day that Laura Palmer was killed. Strange anniversary to turn up on, I know. Just been inside Tweeds Cafe, got myself one of their world famous Twin Peaks cherry pies, very nice, and had a bit of a chat with them. So yeah, good people. I'd love to come back, maybe on a better day, less snowy a day. Well, it stopped snowing at least. Can you recognise where I am? Of all the places I thought I'd never be able to find, this is right up there. But if you can picture it, the sign over the opening credits, "Welcome to Twin Peaks," would have been right there. And you know what, I'm pleased as punch to be here. I know it sounds disingenuous, but it's true. Hello, this is what's called Ronette's Bridge. Basically this is a bridge that Ronette Pulaski walked down 20 odd years ago, almost to the day. Can you imagine that? Hello, this is how I intend addressing you from now on. I'm quite a big fan of the in-car camera. Basically, I was on my way to the falls from Twin Peaks when all of a sudden a big blizzard hit. Never done anything like it. Out of nowhere, cars were pulling off the road. in order to put their snow chains on. Obviously I haven't got any snow chains, so I was basically bricking myself. But now, all of a sudden, it stopped. It's back to being a beautiful day. So I thought, well, I'll head back and try and get over to the falls, which I then attempted to do. But I've discovered that the park's actually been closed up because of the bad weather. They've closed it up, so there goes that one. Hello. I'm looking at a map. Still in North Bend, but I think this is pretty much the end of my Twin Peaks trail. And it's got a lot of states to cover. I've got a sat nav, but obviously you need to know where you're going. So I'm going to get on the road and see what I can find. I'm using a wide angle lens for those people who's interested, which means I've got a huge head. Huge head. Huge head. But basically, it means you can see all the stuff that's happening around me. I don't know where to go. Lincoln City? Does that sound alright? Where is Lincoln City? It's a place called Toledo. Holy Toledo. Seems as good a place as any to start out. That's a couple of, well, it's just in Oregon, so that's another state away. So I've got quite a drive ahead of me. Look, I lied. Just when I thought my Twin Peaks adventure was over, I find it. It's pretty difficult to miss, I hope you'll appreciate that. So yeah, what a great way of ending the day. I'm happy for myself for once. To see this to believe it. I told you about randomised driving conditions. This blizzard that suddenly hit. And it's my first day of driving on the wrong side of the road. Brilliant.